There's a funding tool that lets you access 50,000, 100,000, 150,000, even 200,000 of 0% interest financing. You may see a lot of different snapshots and snippets of this type of financing, but it has very specific requirements, and we're going to delve into exactly what those are because everybody tells you where to go to get financing, but nobody tells you exactly what the lenders are looking for before you get there. So you run into denials and frustrations, confusion, and you're wasting all of this time, which is exactly why I started this channel to help educate you. I am Dominique, Director of Funding at GRA Capital and GRA Money, and we've helped hundreds of business owners access the capital that they need. And that's exactly why you're here to help get educated and get that funding to help with payroll, new opportunities, to help expand, or whatever it is that's happening in your business. Or maybe you're even just starting and you're not exactly sure what you need to do to get started, get applied. You've already been to the bank said no. Don't worry, it is very common. Actually happens to 80% of small businesses. Most businesses actually do get denied at the bank. So that's exactly why you're here today. We're going to dig into all of the specifics so that you have leverage. So if you find this information helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can continue to make more free courses and trainings just like this one. And if you feel like you're in that position, you're ready to get started, we'll go ahead and click the link in the descriptions below. You can go ahead and apply on our website, buildabusinessmethod.com. And if you're not yet ready, you're still not sure what to do, well, don't worry. There's a lot of free resources to help you get started. You can download the checklist. Just check the descriptions in the link below. So let's get into it today because 0% interest financing is available to you. It sometimes comes in from the form of a major regional bank. It can come in the form of like a credit line hybrid type financing. Some people have referred to this as sort of like a credit card stacking type of program. But this is where essentially you can get approved for multiple business credit cards from multiple different lenders and they offer you 0% interest financing. Now, this is for a limited period of time, 6 to 18 months, depending on your profile, depending on your history. Now, this is not going to be the end all be all for financing. As your business grows, you're going to need to get into larger types of financing, term loans, SBA financing, that type of financing. But as you're working your way up, you can access this type of funding. Really easy and great for startup businesses. If you are pre-revenue or if you have lower revenue, a lot of MCA fundings want to see like 10, 15, 20,000 in revenue a month for consistent. So for like 3 to 4 months. If you don't yet have that, then this is a good option for you to look at. Now, I want to say this super clearly, okay? There are no tricks here, there are no loopholes here, okay? This is a very legitimate product that banks offer that a lot of sophisticated business owners will use. A lot of wealthy individuals have been using this for a long, long time. But the frustration that happens is when people hear about this type of financing, they run to their bank and then they just apply and then they end up with all of these hard inquiries that actually set them back. So that's why it's good to know what you need to have before you even step into that. And then exactly how you can put yourself into a position where you can get approved. Typically, if you're going to be looking for this type of financing, you can get 50, 150. Getting about 200,000 is not as common, though I have seen it happen. I actually was able to get my client over 200,000 from this type of funding. She had multiple businesses and she got this type of funding to expand to a limousine company. So they already had a company that was servicing professionals with different conventions and events, driving them around, and then she expanded to this. So she has experience in real estate and just a vast profile. So she had a really good background to get this type of financing. But when you're looking at 0% interest funding, just know that, like I said, the period doesn't last forever. And if you are going to qualify for this type of funding, it is very specific. You need to have a 700 credit score. Now, you used to be able to get by with a 680, 670, 660. You could get by with that type of credit card if you had a good profile. But nowadays, banks are tightening up much more. So lenders are tightening up much more, especially on the unsecured side. So they really want to see a 700 credit score. If you don't have that right now, don't write yourself off. Do not give up, okay? What you need to do is just connect with a credit professional, pull your credit reports and figure out what you need to do to combat that, to fix it. Because I do want to be straight with you. Right here on this channel, I believe in educating you, not selling you some pipe dream. I want you to know that there is money available out there to you, but this type of funding is not free money. You will have to pay it back, okay? It is not a grant. It is not something that you get and then you go and you take your family on vacation with that new Discover card that you got with your $10,000 approved line. You don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to stretch this type of thing out. You want to get this type of funding and actually put it to good use. You actually have a strategy for this, okay? Because this type of funding is tied directly to your credit profile. If you run up these cards and if you don't pay them, and you run into all kinds of issues. Okay, you've got a whole brand new problem that you're tackling. So, we don't want that to happen for you. Again, I've seen this happen to so many other agents, and I would hate, excuse me, I've seen this happen to so many other business owners, and I would hate for it to happen to you. It doesn't have to happen to you. You just need to know what you need to do first. When you use this the right way, this can be a really powerful tool to get you started. Like I said, we got it for one of my clients, and she used it to expand to the limousine company. But you can use this for marketing, expansion, software. You know, you can use it for all kinds of different things, but make sure that you're putting it into something that you're actually going to get a return. When you use it the wrong way, it comes with as a very expensive debt with a delay that reflects on your personal credit. And there are different places that you can go to get business credit cards that will actually report to the Business Credit Bureau. Not all are going to report to the business credit side, so just make sure that you are aware of that. But even if they do report to the business credit bureaus, guys, if you default, if you don't pay, they will come after you on the personal credit side. Now, after 18 months or so of paying, making good payments on time, consistent good payments on time, some of them will actually remove the personal guarantee. But they will ask for a personal guarantee to where it's not necessarily reflecting on your personal credit profile. But if you are late, if you miss any payments, if you default, well, now you have an issue. So a couple of places that you can go once you do apply, you can go to Chase Bank. I got all caps on here, so let me get rid of that. You could go to Chase Bank. You could go to Bank of America, Citibank. Okay, Citibank is an option. Wells Fargo is a good option. US Bank is also another one. And then you have Capital One, but these are some, okay, some Capital One cards. There are some that don't report. Now, remember, you're going to need a 700 plus credit score. Can you squeeze by with a 680? You possibly could. They are going to ask for a personal guarantee. It's not going to reflect on your personal credit, but if you default, you know what's going to happen. And then again, after so long of making consistent payments, some will actually remove the personal guarantee. Now, remember, you're going to need some documents here. Can you afford this loan? Make sure that you have, identification. Now, I want to hear from you guys because I'm going to walk you through a webinar. I've got a webinar coming up where we're going to really dig into the 0% interest financing, a lot of examples, different case studies, what to avoid, and what steps you can take. But drop your biggest questions down below. Does this make sense? Have you tried applying for the 0% interest financing before and got denied? Are you confused on the whole process? Have you been approved? What did you use the funding for? Let us know. Drop it in the comments. Other people can get ideas from you too, but we read every single one. So whatever questions that you have, do not keep it to yourself. We have to have these conversations so that you can figure out what is your next step and what's moving forward. Now, once you know what to do, hey, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below to go ahead and apply. If you're ready to go ahead and get started with funding right now, if not, remember you can grab that checklist. So all answers all of the common questions that we typically get as far as how to prepare for funding, what steps you need to take. All right. So remember, guys, if you found this information helpful, then go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so that I can continue to make more free courses and trainings just like this one. See you next time.